Hey guys, what's up? We're Cautiously Optimistic, and today we are going to be doing a new type of video, which is talking about MAL scores. And if you don't know what MAL is, it's my anime list. It's a list where you can kind of keep all your anime and like all the shows that you watch, so shows that you're currently watching, and score them after you completed them.
It's more like if you're like a big anime watcher, this is an account that you should have.
Yeah, and it definitely helps with episodes. Like, I remember always being forgetful where I was in Full Metal Alchemist. So I kept track of where I was in Full Metal Alchemist with my anime list. So
it's also kind of good. It's like, oh, I want to watch this show and I want to watch this show, but you know, you might not get around to it until 5 months from now. And then when you are like, oh, what was that anime I wanted to watch? Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, so you put it on your plan to watch. I have a lot on my plan to watch. I think I have like 60 shows.
I have over 100,
So, I mean, I'm almost there. But anyways, today, we are going to be talking about the MAL rating system, and how, like, I guess us as a community has like skewed the rating system due to like video games and IGN and stuff like that. And that is going to be for part 1. In part 2,
more like, what is a score on MAL worth, and what does it mean to you personally?
Yeah.
Like, what does looking at that number really mean?
Yeah. So, that'll be interesting.
So, as far as our first topic of scoring, Matt, in your opinion, what is a good score?
A good score,
Or let me rephrase, what is a positive score?
a positive score to me would at least be like a 7 and up.
Okay, I think you're wrong. I think it's a 6 and up.
Okay.
Because a 6 is better than average, because 5 is your average.
Yeah.
That's what it says on MAL.
On MAL,
On it,
yeah.
It even says 5 is average. I think that's true of everything on a 10-point scale. But I feel like video games, like a lot of us who grew up playing video games and like looking at Game Informer and GameSpot and IGN, we've kind of been poisoned to think that this is the way you rate things.
Yeah.
10 is a masterpiece. 9 is a great game.
Mm-hmm.
8 is a good game.
Yeah.
7 is an okay game, and anything less than a 7 is not worth your money or your time, and it's awful.
Yeah.
I just think the MAL guidelines are really straightforward as far as that. It's just like, 10. These are your favorite shows. These are the shows that when someone asks you, what is your favorite show? What are your top 10 shows?
Yeah.
Those are the shows that are your 10s.
And 9s.
You're not, well, if you don't have enough 10s. Your 9s are your shows that you really enjoyed. You thought they were great, but you don't like them as much as your 10s.
Yeah.
Your 8s are shows that you really enjoyed still. But this is when we start to see the problems. It's like, oh, I really like this show, but it had this one weird thing about it, and I didn't really like it.
Mm-hmm.
But I still really enjoyed watching it. I'd say that's an 8.
Oh yeah, for sure.
7 is, okay, I enjoyed the show, but there were a few things about it that really bothered me, and I couldn't get over them.
Mm-hmm.
For me, Yuri on Ice is a perfect 7 show. What do you think it is, Matt? In your opinion, what's Yuri on Ice?
I gave it a 9.
Here's my thing. I gave it a 7 to a 6. I gave it a 7 though, but I considered a 6 because I really liked the first 4 episodes. I thought the first 4 episodes were great.
They were phenomenal.
But then Yuri on Ice kind of goes into, okay, here's a competition. Here's an episode for the short program. Here's an episode for the long program. And the skating routines take up probably 80% of the episode.
Yeah.
And that's one of the competitions. Then the next 2 episodes are a different competition. The short program episode and the free skate episode.
Mm-hmm.
Each time, they're doing the same routines. So you're like, oh, there's Yuri skating to Eros again, and oh, there's Yuri skating to Yuri on Ice again.
Yeah.
And
it just gets
and then that's the whole rest of the show. The entire show, except for episode 10, I think, follows that formula from episode 5 to the end.
Yeah.
And that bothered me.
Yeah.
I still liked it, but
it was
I can't say that I liked that show as much as I liked shows that I gave an 8. But then, so moving on, a 6 is a show that you still liked, but this is where you're getting to, like, this show has nothing to it. There's no substance that makes this great or good.
Yeah.
It's a positive score still, but it's not like this anime is like every other anime I've seen. That's when you get to the 5s.
Yeah.
Shows
5s is average, right?
Yeah. So for me, that was like Izetta of the last season. Like, it wasn't the worst thing you've ever seen. It wasn't the best thing ever seen. It's right in the middle.
Yeah. Middle of the road.
A 4 is like, it's a bad show.
Yeah.
But there's still some things that are redeemable about it.
Mm-hmm.
3 is a bad show, but it's like boring. Like, it's boring. Like, nothing happens. It's boring.
Have you given any ones?
I've given every score, and we'll talk about that after.
Okay.
And get all down the list. 2s are the shows that are really bad, they're really boring, and you don't like barely anything about it. 1s are the shows that are awful, you fall asleep during them, or you hate everything about it. There is nothing that is to be liked about this show. That is a 1.
Okay then.
That's a 1. Do you disagree?
I don't disagree.
You can't go lower than a 1, so I would say that would be your 1.
-5.
Outside of dropping this show.
I mean,
a
if
1 is the greatest insult.
I mean, if I really hate a show, if I'm really bored by it or just not taken by it, I generally drop it or I put it on the back burner for something I'll watch later.
I've only given one score.
What show is that? Oh God! Please don't start any internet controversies, please.
The Astra score.
Oh,
That's a
well,
1.
that's completely
It's
understandable.
also the
then.
worst show I've ever finished to completion. There are other shows that I have seen, or that I've seen episodes of, where I'm like, yeah, this is awful. Not watching it anymore. But that was back when I watched everything I started.
That makes sense.
When I was building up my know-how and like my mouse score, my completed shows number.
Yeah.
So I finished everything I started, whether it was good or not.
Christ.
So that's how I got
Pray
that
for
one.
his soul.
That's how I got that one. But it's like, and then moving into, I don't really think that you can fully appreciate the 1 to 10 scale, or like
Haven't given
if you
everything.
have not given every score, because the way the 1 to 10 is formatted, it works really well to your favor, because you can say, once you build up a catalog and enough shows in each of these rating tiers, you can watch a show, complete it, and then say, okay, I gave, Izetta a 5 and The Lost Village a 6. I liked it. I liked this show more than I liked Izetta, and about as much as I liked The Lost Village. And you're like, okay, that's perfect. You gave it a 6. I had to restructure the entirety of my my bad scores for one show. I was like, this show is okay.
Oh.
It's not as bad as Astro's War. That's the worst show I've ever seen. It's not as I hate this show, but it's not broken. Like SAO is broken. SAO is a 2.
Internet controversy. Here we go.
I think that's a pretty popular opinion. And here's the actual controversy. Oh no. ReZero is a 3.
And here we go.
I hate that show.
Yeah, he hates
But-
ReZero with everything in his mind.
But I hate Subaru with everything in my being. But as structurally,
Rem got cucked.
she's in 2016 you're the cuck. Rem is best girl. But structurally, the show isn't broken like SAO's. Like, game everything is broken.
Yeah, that's true.
And there's like also nothing there. Or there isn't nothing there like there is in Astro Score. There's nothing in Astro Score.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Why didn't you give it a 4 though? That's what I'm interested in.
ReZero?
Yeah. Because you hated Subaru that much, but you couldn't give it a 1 because it's not like...
Because I liked shows... was like what I had to talk about when I was restructuring my bad scores.
Mm-hmm.
Is because I had to like... I had a bunch of scores at 3. Where I'm like, I like these shows more than ReZero, but I can't give ReZero the same score as SAO because ReZero is better than SAO. So I had to readjust everything so I could give ReZero a 3, and then put those shows in 4. So some shows got bumped up, and as time goes on, you get some more time to reflect on shows, and scores can change.
Yeah, for sure. Like my score with The Lost Village.
Yeah, some shows definitely need some time to pass before you see them for what they truly are. Sometimes the hype of like just completing a show isn't necessarily the end all be all.
Yeah, and just kind of like how Robbie said, like, you know, scores can change. I more than likely will change my Yuri on Ice score at some point in time. I'm not saying that, like, I think like at the time of me finishing it, I was like, this is great. Like, this is like a 9 out of 10. I can't give it a 10 out of 10 because I just had that one issue where it was like, God, I really cannot get over that. And
what was that issue?
Just the character development.
Okay.
That was
lack
it.
thereof.
Yeah, the lack thereof. But besides that, I thought it was great. I really loved Eros. Like, even though Robbie said like it does get tiring to see it, Eros was probably my favorite.
It was hyped the first time.
Oh, it was so hyped.
In episode 4, but you know, after that, I'm just like, yeah, he's doing it again.
But yeah, and that's what's great about Mal. But it also, that's what kind of sucks about Mal.
But I think scoring is a very personal thing.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, scores generally I don't think matter outside of your own opinion. And on your list, what you give everything is what matters to you.
Mm-hmm.
And sure, when I go on Matt's list and I see the things that he's given scores, I make fun of them a little bit because I'm like, you gave this a 10? Are you crazy?
I am.
But you know, like, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
It's personal to him. It's personal to me. I think SAO's a 2. You might disagree.
Yeah.
I think ReZero's a 3. You know, I think Brotherhood's a 9, and
I gave it
K-On's a 10.
Yeah.
So it's all dependent.
Yeah, that's true.
But the moral of this story is that's how you should score things. If you think a show is bad, a 6 isn't bad.
Yeah, I'm
A
not
7
a good example, guys.
A 7 shouldn't be what you would give a 5. If the show's okay or average, 7 is an average show. 5 is an average show. 7 is actually a good show.
Yeah.
By logic.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess like
maybe it's school. I think I've just realized what the underlying cause is it's the school system of grades.
Oh, that would make sense.
Like, if you look at grades and percentages, you know, A, 90 or above, that's great. B,
that's 80%.
80%. 8 is above average. C, 70 is average. And if you look at mouse scores like you do school grades, an F is not average.
No.
So maybe that's why we have this like warped sense of a 10-point scale and what's good and what's bad.
Yeah.
I would say that, yeah, I think that's it more than anything now.
Yeah, I would agree. So I guess this ends part 1. If you enjoyed this part, please enjoy in part 2, and please don't try to kill Robbie because of his opinions.
If you
on
think
some
I'm
of his
wrong,
shows.
fight me in the comments.
Yeah, I was gonna say, fight him in the comments. I will stay out of this.
I won't fight.
That's fine.
I won't fight back, but feel free to yell at me.
Yeah, and we want to hear what you guys want to say in the comments. If you really love Subaru, tell us why. Like, honestly, try not to do it without killing him. Pretend you're talking to me.
Subaru
hasn't watched it.
Subaru doesn't know what it is to hate himself.
Okay. So, thank you guys so much for watching.
He's entitled.
Fuck. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this part, and hopefully you will tune in for the next part. So Subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Leave us a thumbs up. Put it in the comments if you hate Subaru too. Why not? If you like Subaru, tell us why. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you stay tuned for part 2.